Amazon on pace for $100 billion plus in yearly capex. Jassy sees cost efficiencies driving long-term. Demand Amazon reported $26.
Amazon, AMZN, surpasses Q4 earnings and revenue estimates. Amazon, AMZN, came out with quarterly earnings of $1.86 per share, beating the Zacks consensus estimate of $1.52 per share. This compares to earnings of $1.01 per share a year ago.
Fast Money traders break down Amazon's quarter and stock reaction. Fast Money traders talk Amazon quarterly results.
Fortinet earnings, revenue top estimates. Cybersecurity stock pops on outlook. Fortinet stock popped on Q4 earnings that topped Wall Street estimates, while 2025 revenue guidance came in well above views. The post-Fortinet earnings, revenue top estimates.
Fortinet exceeds Q4 EPS forecasts. Cybersecurity solutions provider Fortinet, FTNT minus 0.33%, reported fourth quarter and full year 2024 earnings on Thursday, February 6th, that showed significant growth across key financial metrics. The company delivered adjusted earnings per share, EPS, of 74 cents, surpassing analyst expectations and marking a 45% year-over-year increase.
Earnings alert. FTNT Fortinet, FTNT, traded higher in its post-market earnings beat. George Tsoukalos joins Caroline Woods to discuss what's driving the cybersecurity stock higher and how it relates to its peers, like Palo Alto Networks, PANW.
Monolithic Power, MPWR, Q4 earnings and revenues beat estimates. Monolithic Power, MPWR, came out with quarterly earnings of $4.09 per share, beating the Zacks consensus estimate of $4.01 per share. This compares to earnings of $2.88 per share a year ago.
Levi and Korsinsky notify shareholders of Monolithic Power Systems, Inc. MPWR, of a class action lawsuit and an upcoming deadline. New York, Access Newswire, February 6, 2025. If you suffered a loss on your Monolithic Power Systems, Inc. Nasdaq, MPWR investment and want to learn about a potential recovery under the federal securities laws, follow the link below for more information. https://zlk.com/plra-1/monolithic-lawsuit-submission-form ? Pred equals 127690 and wire equals 1 or contact Joseph E. Levi Esquo.
Gainey, McKenna and Egleston announces a class action lawsuit has been filed against Monolithic Power Systems, Inc. MPWR, New York, February 6, 2025. Globe Newswire. Gainey, McKenna and Egleston announces that a securities class action lawsuit has been filed in the United States District Court for the Western District of Washington on behalf of all persons or entities who purchased or otherwise acquired Monolithic Power Systems, Inc. Monolithic Power or the company, Nasdaq Q MPWR, securities bet.
Pinterest jumps more than 27% on better than expected guidance. CNBC's Julia Boorstin joins Closing Bell Overtime to talk Pinterest earnings.
Pinterest beats revenue goals. EPS lags. Pinterest recorded its first billion-dollar quarter in Q4 2024, driven by strong revenue and user growth, despite missing earnings expectations.
Pinterest stock is soaring as platform gets more users and hits its first $1 billion sales quarter. Pinterest grows its monthly user base by 11%, and quarterly sales top $1 billion for the first time.
Fusion Fuel announces decision by Nasdaq Hearings Panel Dublin, February 6, 2025. Globe Newswire. Via IBN, Fusion Fuel Green plc, Fusion Fuel or the company, a leading provider of comprehensive energy engineering, advisory and supply solutions, today announced that the Nasdaq Hearings Panel has found the company in compliance with Nasdaq Listing Rule 5550B(1), requiring minimum stockholders' equity of $2,500,000, and granted the company's request for an exception to EVID.
Nasdaq 100. Amazon stock drops 4% after hours. Despite strong Q4 earnings beat, Amazon beats Q4 estimates, but weak Q1 guidance sends shares down 4% after hours. Traders eye AWS growth and retail trends for market direction.
Wall Street today. S&P 500 and Nasdaq edge higher. Dow drops amid earnings focus. The U.S. stock market was little changed on Thursday, with the S&P 500 and Nasdaq Composite holding modest gains, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average slipped. Investors assessed a mixed set of corporate earnings and looked ahead to Friday's key jobs report.